Hello everybody, this is Defeater of Souls, and today I'm going to be drawing monsters from memory. Once again, here's a few points that I know to mention before we begin. I'll be drawing 5 monsters. For each monster, I will have 3 minutes. The monster will be completely random based off this wheel here, and I am not an artist at all, which means these will likely not be recognizable. I, of course, once again, will be drawing these from memory, so I will not know what these look like besides what I remember them looking like. Which means if I misremember, well, it's more entertaining that way, isn't it? So, with that being said, why don't we get started? So, this here is our wheel. It may or may not look familiar, so we're gonna shuffle here before we get started. And, let me just make sure that we're not gonna have any unwanted noise, since I seemed to mess up the audio pretty bad last time. Let's not do that again. So just edit a few things there that I probably should have done before I started recording, shuffle a little more, and we'll begin. So, if I get another monster that I've already done before, I'd probably just delete the footage, because it doesn't save over in between. So let's see what we got. Okay, the Wyvern. The Wyvern is also known as the Chimera in future iterations of the series, so you should know who he is and what he looks like, ideally. Of course, he was shown on screen for you, but not for me. And my time is now going to start right now. Alright, so if I remember correctly, he's got that purple, kind of lean body. It's a little thicker than this. It's like a purple banana. It's kind of an interesting shape, but it's accurate. That being said, he's not just purple. He also has that, yellow-orange belly thing, so... Ooh, whoops. Probably should have changed my painting to... darn it, would you look at that? I messed everything up. Alright, that's gonna cost me some time. Alright, so we get our belly here. Make sure it looks good. So, how's everyone's day been? I suppose I'm talking to myself here, but you can't blame me. We still have 2 minutes, and, it's not bad so far. It's hardly recognizable, but maybe once I start adding things, like the wings, we're gonna go a little darker. Kind of like that, and then white, if I remember correctly, and it's just like... Chimera wings are a staple in the series due to their ability with their zoom-like effects, which is helpful if, you don't have access to easy magic. But, besides that, they're also half-decent party members. Generally, you can do better, but you could also do definitely worse. Alright, so we are halfway through our time here. We should definitely get started on our head. Alright, so that doesn't look good. That's fine, I wasn't expecting it to. It has a beak sort of thing. Just kind of like... we'll go with that. Eyes. I don't know what color his eyes are. I don't think it really matters, so we're just gonna make it look like that. And then I think they have, like, a bald head, so we're gonna just do a little editing here and make sure it looks really good. Now, we have a minute left, so we're gonna want to make sure we refine some of these details. Add the second wing that you can't really see. White, get our white going. I did a short about the Chimera. It did pretty well, I think. Not that you care, you've probably seen it, or maybe you haven't. Once again, that's really not my business. If you want to know more about the Chimera... dang it, not again. Dang it, I only have 35 seconds left. Why does this keep happening to me? Oh, no. Go. I really do apologize for my own carelessness here. It's really starting to tick me off. Okay. We are running out of time. No. Dang it. Okay. Alright, this is bad. This is really bad. It was looking so good, too. Alright. This is the end of that. Alright, so now that we've drawn that, let's take a moment of comparison. This here was the Chimera I was supposed to draw, and this is the one that I did draw. You probably can see right away where I messed up. Well, a lot of places, I suppose. So, the full head's bald, that's nice to know. The wings, the body, everything. I messed up everything. Yeah. Yeah, there's a wyvern for you, ladies and gentlemen. Everything else. It's not pretty. I definitely missed a lot. And it didn't help that I was having struggles with my, artistic talent. So, let's move on to the next one then. Drawing. There was a lot of videos I actually had to scrap for this because I'm not that good at art and I messed them up at the last second to the point they weren't even recognizable. So we'll see who we get. Demonite, okay. This guy, you should know what he looks like. I think he's pretty common if I'm remembering correctly. Just a little imp. Yeah, that's what he's called nowadays. He's imp, yes. So we will start drawing this imp now. Alright, so pink is his main color. He's got the pointy ears, and then he's got his nice little head here. Make sure we're careful with the fill bar. I've had a few mishaps with that. The bottom of his head, though, is like a more fleshy toned sort of thing. That's less pink, if you know what I'm trying to say here. Ignore that pop-up. I hate when those things happen. Okay. Red tongue. He's got... dang it. Okay. If I could remember to switch my, drawing tool every time I switch colors, then I would be a lot better off. So he's got the tongue. I remember the tongue, and then maybe use some black so it looks like he has a... Okay. Definitely looks fine. Okay. Alright, we can't be too picky with the eyes. The body is a lot like the, head. It's just a nice monotone purple. He's pretty simple, really. I just make sure we got ourselves a nice self-enclosed circle. Oh, okay. It's not enough difference between the purple, which is kind of what I was hoping for. So we're gonna actually go in and go like that way. Da-da-da-da! He's in a suit. Okay, give him arms, This is really bad. I think this is worse than I did in the last video. Fork, he's got the fork. You can tell what that is, that's good enough for me. Wings, he's got the tail, of course. Wings. You can definitely tell who this is, right? I'm just gonna leave that as is. Okay. I should probably darken up the, face a bit more so it matches with the body. Black, right there. No, not right there. Okay, let's fix the eyes a little bit in these last couple of... or not. Fix the eyes here a bit so that it looks... I won't say better, but more accurate. And that's about it on the time. I really don't... like, it's just... ponytail. Okay, that's time. Oh boy, that's bad. That is really, really bad. So here is the Demonite I was supposed to draw, and this is the one I did draw. Should I? Or Imp, I suppose is their name. Okay, so where do I begin? It's bad. It's bad. That's all we really need to know. Let's move on to the next one, because these are really, really bad. Alright, so welcome back. We're on our third guy here. So hopefully we're going to get someone a little less purple, because the last few ones were purple. So we're going to shuffle, we're going to give it a nice little spin, and we'll see what happens. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to have to do the giant chicken I don't know what its official name is. I will tell you that as soon as I'm allowed to look at it, but since I'm not allowed to for these drawing segments, you're gonna just have to know it as Big Roost until these 3 minutes are up. So, yeah, with that being said, get rid of that, hop over here, and then our timer will start. Now, alright, so, Big Roost is a giant white chicken, so we want our generic body shape. Kinda big, fat, doesn't look bad, trust me. Then it's gonna have the legs up. The legs. So I don't actually use a mouse. Generally, I just use the mouse pad that comes with my computer, my laptop, because I do all these on a laptop. So when you get things like this, you can really tell, like, just based on how bad I'm doing, that, like, I don't know what I'm doing. And right here, you can see that I'm not attaching the wings to the body. The reason I'm not doing that is so that the wings don't blend in. I'll just go with a very light color along the edges, though, so that they're connected. Because if I remember correctly, and I'm pretty sure I do, the wings aren't floating on this giant chicken. Alright, so he's got the big red, whatever things that hang off the chin. You know, it's called a Big Roost, but it is a rooster, yeah, Big Roost. Definitely a rooster. It's not a chicken. Alright, it's kind of recognizable as a chicken. It's definitely, I think you're gonna, maybe not the monster per se, but it'll definitely be a chicken. Get a beak going here. Looks beautiful. We are past halfway on our time here. Eyes. This one's gonna be, alright, so, oh, this is great. Alright, what am I missing? I know I'm missing something. I'm missing probably a lot. It's got the, there we go. Want it to be more recognizable. Add those, head spikes, so it looks more like Sonic the Hedgehog. Did it have hands, or did it just... I think it just had the wings. So we'll leave that touch, over here. This doesn't look too good. We'll, fix that up a bit. Legs, take our off-white here and just add a little more so that, you know, you can tell their legs. That didn't work. That doesn't look so good, but it kind of looks like he's got a necktie on. That's fine. Yeah, so time's just about up. We'll just call it there. Alright, so there is our Big Roost. Here is the Big Roost, also known as bantamweight, apparently. Here is the bantamweight I was supposed to draw, and here is the one I did draw. Alright, let's notice a few things. Beak's a little small, no hands. But you can take a look at both of these, and you'll notice I did get something right. I did draw a chicken. So that's gonna be good enough for me, so let's move on to our next guy. It's all going well and good, but, you know, it only takes one in order to absolutely ruin. It's just one bad spin and everything goes kaput. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Okay. So the final boss of Dragon Quest VI is known as Mortimer, but in early translations, that would be known as Deathmore. He has 3 phases. I will be drawing the 3rd form of Mortimer from Dragon Quest VI. If you do not want to see this, skip ahead in the video to the timestamp put on the screen if you want to avoid spoilers. Otherwise, this is what Mortimer looks like. I, of course, got to do this from memory, and we are going to have to get started now. Alright, so he is a giant pink monkey with that triangle head. That's a very important part. I do feel like the head is essential to get right. If you don't get the head right, then it's not really recognizable. He's got that big, wide mouth. you know. Kind of looks somewhat familiar, but not as a Dragon Quest enemy. I'm not exactly sure what it looks like. Had some teeth. Yeah, I know I got some sharp teeth in there. And while I have the white, I know that he has this, like, white fuzz here. So I am actually actively in the middle of playing Dragon Quest VI on the DS. I haven't gotten far enough to make really any progress, but I am playing it. Alright, so he's got these. I'm actually playing a lot of Dragon Quest games at the moment. I'm going through the Dragon Quest III remake. It's pretty good so far, and I'm going through the Dragon Quest IX with a few good friends of mine who are doing that together. Real fun stuff. We seem to be almost halfway done with our time, so we're gonna have to skip on the quality of these eyes. Alright, so now that we have the main head down, it's time for the claws. One of his main gimmicks is the fact that he has him and then his two hands, each with their own unique health bar. I'm not exactly sure if the hands can revive him or other way around or any of that. I don't think so, but I definitely know that he has them. One, because I played Dragon Quest Monsters. Not that it gimmick translates over, but and number two is the fact that I have the manual for Dragon Quest IX, and Mortimer, not his appearance, but his enemy stats as a legacy boss are listed, and oh, no, wait. Well, we're gonna have to pause the timer right here. It seems that we are having issues with the page here, as you can probably see. We are gonna have to cut this one short with 45 seconds left on the clock because I don't feel like dealing with technology. And this is actually something that's been happening a bit while I was trying to record this video. Technology kept failing on me, so, yeah, the page isn't responding. I don't want to waste time waiting for it to respond. This here is Mortimer's third form. So, here is the Mortimer that I was supposed to draw, and here's the one I did draw. So, it's bad. We can all see that. Now the question is, I lost pretty much a third of my time because of my, problems with my computer, and rather than redo this segment, I decided to keep it anyways. Would he have looked better with those extra 45 seconds? I don't think so. But however, there's always the chance that it could have. So, just let me know down in the comments if you think I should have gone again or just redone it. That being said, it's not a bad drawing, it's just a really bad drawing. So, I've figured out the issues with my computer, so we can try this again and we should be all good for our final drawing. Alright, so I'm back, we're here, we're gonna do this last guy. If I sound annoyed, that's because I am, since I'm working through technological issues, and I've had to re-record this segment about 3 times already. So once again, for the 3 people who are watching my video, you didn't miss much. My computer crapped out on me, things started freezing, and it turned out the same regardless of that. So, now we're here for our final guy. Hopefully it's someone recognizable, instead of all these random people that I've kind of been getting. Okay. Oh, this guy. Alright, this is the, boulder or grenade. He's pretty well known. He's a self-destructing rock. That's all you really need to know. You know, he's the rock that blows up. So, our timer starts now. Alright, so the one I'm thinking of, the base model, has this dark blue. So I'm just gonna draw a nice dark blue, point of reference here. And then we're gonna fill this in, make sure we don't accidentally fill everything. So they got this lopsided giant grin on their face. You know, they're really happy fellas, you know. Always a pleasure to be around grenades. Speaking of grenades, once I was in a shop where they were selling them, they had just like a bunch of grenades in a bucket with a nice little sign saying, "Real grenades, please do not pull the pin." Alright, so, he doesn't look too evil. He kinda looks like just a decapitated Cookie Monster at this point. Ideally, if I have time left over, I'll fix that, but for now, uh, everyone likes the Cookie Monster. Alright, so, I gotta make him look rock-like. I don't know. I'm not good at drawing rocks or anything, and I definitely couldn't draw Dwayne The Rock Johnson, even if I wanted to. Of course, I made plenty of rock jokes in a different video that won't be appearing on the top of my screen right now. This just looks really bad, though, so, real first-class content here. We're gonna try and fix up some of these features of his, everything. We're just gonna try and fix everything. We're gonna try and accentuate the individual teeth here to really make it look like he's got that nice big grin. You know, like dentists love him, parents wish that their children had his smile. You know, real happy guy here. The eyes, I don't know what to do about the eyes. I can't draw eyes apparently, so make them a bit bigger and maybe make them a bit more angry looking. Although, you know, that's a bit hard to do. Okay. Never mind, see? Alright, now we're going somewhere. See, now we have an angry rock. Kind of. I'm not exactly sure what else I can do here. Maybe I can go to another darker blue and just add, like, little specks. Maybe, like, a slightly lighter blue. Like, right back here, maybe. You know, try and make him look more natural. He's a pretty simple guy, which means he's easy to draw. Like, it's the equivalent of drawing a slime. Like, I wouldn't need 3 minutes to draw a slime because they're simple and I already know I'd do bad, so I wouldn't have to worry too much about that. Almost out of time here. He's actually not looking too bad, I think. Maybe I'll be wrong when I, have to compare it, but, for now, this is our grenade. Oh, so here is the grenade that I was trying to draw, and here is the one that I did draw. This didn't turn out nearly as bad as I thought, and with a little research I realized that it's not the grenade I drew, it's technically the rock bomb. Same difference, it's just a different color. I got the angle wrong, I got a lot of things wrong. He actually doesn't have as good as teeth as I thought, but that's alright, because that gets us on a good note to end off with, because everything worked like it was supposed to. So, now that you've seen me make a fool of myself for the past however many minutes, this has been Defeater of Souls. If you want to watch more content based around the extremely specific subject of Dragon Quest monsters, feel free to like or subscribe to my channel. And I always like comments telling me everything I did wrong, and I also like comments telling me any ideas people might have for videos. So that all being said, thanks for watching, and this has been Defeater of Souls.